Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're getting really practical. We're taking a scalpel to something super accessible, a beginner-friendly, full-body workout you can do right at home.
Yeah.
Zero equipment needed.
That's right. And our goal here isn't just, listing exercises. We want to dig into the why. Why this specific setup? Why these timings? How does this 25-minute routine actually manage to hit all the major muscle groups and boost mobility?
Yeah, it seems designed to just knock down all those barriers people face when thinking about strength training, right?
Exactly. Accessibility is key here. No gear, minimal time. It's built for efficiency.
Okay, let's unpack this. The structure of getting your body moving efficiently at home. It all starts, logically, with the foundation, that 5-minute warm-up.
And the warm-up isn't just fluff. It's critical. It's that transition phase, both mentally and physically. You're increasing blood flow, getting synovial fluid moving in the joints, basically prepping the machine.
The source material really stresses this is about preventing those common strains beginners get, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Jumping in cold is just asking for trouble.
Absolutely. It's designed to ease you in safely.
So let's look at the sequence. First minute, arm circles, 30 seconds forward, 30 back, starting small, getting bigger, gentle start.
Right. Localized mobility for the shoulders first, then it ramps up. Minute 2 is high knees, getting the heart rate up, warming the legs and core.
Followed immediately by a minute of jumping jacks. So keeping that heart rate climbing, why high knees before jumping jacks specifically?
Well, it's a gradual build. The high knees prime the hip flexors and core, which are, key for later moves. Putting them first lets you spike the heart rate quickly but smoothly before the full body jacks.
Okay, makes sense. So 3 minutes in, we're warm, heart's pumping. Then a minute 4 is bodyweight squats. Is this about fatigue yet?
No, not at all. This is purely form rehearsal. It's like reminding your body how to do a proper squat, hips back, chest up, before you add the intensity of the main workout intervals. Just grooving the pattern.
And the last minute. Shoulder rolls and gentle neck stretches. Sort of a final mobility check.
Exactly. A chance to loosen up the neck and especially the shoulders, which are about to work hard in push-ups and planks. It ensures they can move properly. So yeah, 5 minutes and you're genuinely ready to go.
All right, warm-up complete. Now for the main event, the core engine. And this is where the structure gets really interesting, isn't it? It's very prescribed.
It really is. If you look at the bigger picture, it's basically a very accessible take on HIIT, high-intensity interval training. The structure is key. 3 full rounds, 5 exercises, and a specific work-to-rest timing.
Okay, let's nail that down for everyone listening. Each exercise.
Yeah.
You work for 30 seconds, then you rest for 15 seconds. You go through all 5 moves like that.
And then you get a longer break, about 1 to 2 minutes, before you start the next round. 3 rounds total.
That 30-15 split, why that specifically for beginners? Is it enough rest?
It's actually quite smart for beginners. Traditional Tabata might only give you 10 seconds rest, which can be frantic. 15 seconds is just enough time to transition, catch your breath slightly, maybe refocus your mind, but critically, it keeps the heart rate elevated. You get that metabolic effect without complete overwhelm.
Okay. But I had to push back a bit. For someone really starting out, maybe quite unfit, is 30 seconds of work still too much, even with 15 seconds rest? What if they just fail?
That's a fair point, and the source anticipates it. This brings us to probably the single most important piece of advice in the whole routine. Focus on form first, speed second, always. Meaning, if you're doing squats and by second 20 your form goes completely out the window, knees caving in, back rounding you stop, even if the timer is still going, quality over quantity, especially early on.
Why is nailing the form so much more critical than just gutting it out for the full 30 seconds?
It's about safety and actually working the right muscles. Bad squat form loads your knees, not your glutes. Bad push-up form can strain your back or shoulders. For a beginner, you're teaching your body how to move correctly. That's way more important than just getting tired. Good form hits the target muscles, builds real strength.
Right, building those correct movement patterns from the start. Okay, so let's dive into the 5 movements then, focusing on those key form cues the source highlights.
Sounds good. Let's start with the legs, squats, and lunges.
Okay, movement 1, squats. We all think we know squats.
Yeah.
But what's the specific cue here for really getting the glute involved and protecting the knees?
The big one is thinking about actively pushing your knees out. Stand shoulder width, feet slightly angled out.
Yeah.
As you go down, imagine you're trying to spread the floor apart with your feet or push your knees out against resistance bands even if they aren't there.
So that engages the outer hip muscle.
Exactly, the glute medius. That stabilizes the knee. Also, keep that chest up, stops your lower back rounding, and control the descent. Then drive up powerfully through your heels.
Okay. And movement 4, lunges. These always feel tricky for balance.
They are. That's the point, almost. They're unilateral one side at a time, which is fantastic for balance and identifying imbalances. The key cue is the 90-90 rule.
Meaning?
When you step forward and lower down, aim for both knees, front and back, to be at roughly a 90-degree angle. Crucially, your front knee should stay stacked right over your ankle, not drifting forward past your toes.
And push back strongly from the front foot.
Yep, push off that front heel to return to the start, then alternate legs.
Okay, lower body covered. Let's shift to upper body and core. Push-ups and the plank.
Movement 2, push-ups. Classic, but often butchered. The source gives options, right? Standard or on the knees.
Yeah, standard with hands under shoulders, straight body, or the modification on the knees. But the core principle is the same for both.
Absolutely. Maintain a rigid, straight line from your head down to your heels, or knees if modified. Think of it like a moving plank.
That rigidity, that's the
yeah.
anti-extension thing you mentioned,
Yeah.
stopping the back from dipping.
Precisely. You have to actively brace your core, pull your belly button towards your spine to keep those hips stable. If your lower back starts to sag or hurt, that's your cue. Your core's giving out. Drop to your knees to maintain that straight line.
Got it. And movement 3, the plank itself. 30 seconds doesn't sound long, but it can feel like forever.
Oh, it can. It's pure core endurance. Forearms on the mat, elbows directly under shoulders. Now, the key here isn't just holding it. It's active holding.
What do you mean by active?
Don't just hang there. The source suggests consciously tilting your pelvis slightly under, like a slight posterior tilt, and squeezing your glutes.
Right.
This really fires up the abs. The biggest mistake is letting the hips sag down. That just strains the lower back. Keep that line straight, even if you need to hold for less time initially.
Okay, straight line, active core. And finally, movement 5, mountain climbers. This usually comes last in the circuit, right when you're feeling it.
Yeah, it's the cardio kicker. It mixes that plank stability demand with fast movement. Start in that solid plank position, then drive your knees towards your chest one after the other as quickly as you can while maintaining form.
And the key form tip there.
Keep your hips low. Don't let your butt pike up towards the ceiling as you speed up. That takes the work off the core. Hips stay roughly level with your shoulders. Think running plank.
Okay, whew. So we've hypothetically smashed those 3 rounds, sticking to the 30-15. Then the source offers an optional extra credit.
Exactly. The 2-minute finisher, it's totally optional. If your form was breaking down badly in the last round of the main workout, you should probably skip this. It's intense.
And the goal is just maximum effort, burnout.
Pretty much. Maximize calorie burn, push the heart rate one last time, pure metabolic boost right at the end.
And the choices are burpees, everyone's favorite, or jump squats.
Yep. Burpees, jump, plank, maybe a push-up or skip it, jump back in, jump up, full body power. Or jump squats. Squat down, explode up into a jump, land softly, both plyometric, high impact.
So handle with care, especially the landings.
Definitely. Control is still important, even in the finisher.
Okay, finisher done, or skipped. But the next part is non-negotiable, isn't it? The cool down and stretch, 3 to 5 minutes.
Absolutely mandatory. This is probably the bit beginners skip most often, and it's so important for recovery and just feeling better afterwards. It helps bring the heart rate down safely, prevents blood pooling.
And starts the muscle recovery process.
Exactly. Helps restore length to muscles that have been working hard. Reduces that next day stiffness, potentially.
Let's quickly run through the specific stretches mentioned. First up, forward fold.
Yep. Targets hamstrings and lower back. Both worked hard in squats, lunges, and stabilizing during planks and climbers. Just hang down gently, maybe slight bend in the knees if you're tight. Hold for maybe 30 seconds.
Then the quad stretch, pulling your heel to your butt.
Right. Stretches the front of the thigh, the quads, which did a ton of work in squats and lunges. Also gets the hip flexors a bit. Hold each leg 30 seconds.
Shoulder stretch, next pulling one arm across the chest.
Good for the deltoids and chest muscles, which got hit during the push-ups. Helps counteract that sort of hunched feeling you can get.
And finally, just breathing.
Yep. Deep diaphragmatic breathing. In through the nose, letting the belly expand, long exhale through the mouth. This is key for shifting your nervous system from go-go-go sympathetic mode back to rest and recover parasympathetic mode. Calms everything down.
So there we have it. We've gone deep on this routine. You listening now basically have a clear, very logical 20-25-minute plan. Full body, no equipment, all based on smart timing and focusing on doing things right.
Yeah, and I think, connecting it to the bigger picture, This routine really shows how structure and focusing on technique can make even simple bodyweight moves incredibly effective, especially when time or equipment is limited. It forces quality.
Which leads to a final thought, maybe something for you to chew on. How does practicing that very specific form, like keeping the chest up in the squat or really locking down your core to stop your hips sagging in the plank, how does that precision in the workout translate? Does it actually make you more stable, more controlled when you're just, lifting groceries or walking on uneven ground? Where does that skill show up in daily life?
Something to explore for sure.